My name is Asma binti Jemi and my metric number is H22A0944. Trend analysis is the part that shows the analysis between two companies that we have selected through the Bursa Malaysia website, namely YSP Southeast Asia Holding BERHAD and TMC Life Sciences BERHAD. Both of these companies are in the same industry, which is health services. We will calculate the ratios for liquidity ratio, activity ratio, leverage or debt ratio, and the profitability ratio.
My name is Nurul Ainazira binti Muhammad Nazri and my metric number is H22A0396. Let us go through ratio analysis. Under this topic, we must solve the financial of same company but with a different year. Firstly, I will talk about liquidity ratio of both companies. It have three ratio under this, which are current ratio, quick ratio, and net working capital. As you can see, these are the way how to calculate each ratio. For example, you must divide current asset and current liability to get current ratio of the company. These are based on annual report under financial of both companies.
My name is Muhammad Azri bin Muharazali. My metric number is H22A0384. Okay, now go to my part. My part in this slide is activity ratio for YSP company. The first type of ratio is total assets turnover. Formula for this part is sales or revenue divides total assets. For 2021, the answer is 0.63. For 2022, the answer is 0.71. For account receivable turnover, the formula is sales divide account receivable turnover. For average collection period, account receivable divide daily sales. Okay, now we continue for leverage YSP company. The first is debt ratio. The formula is total liabilities divide total assets. For debt to equity ratio, the formula is total liabilities divide common stock equity. I will give to the next presenter.
My name is Mayatuliana Shakira binti Musurang with matrix number H22A0643. There are 5 items in the profitability ratio that we gotta know, which is return equity, return on assets, gross profit margin, operating margin, and net profit margin. First thing is return equity. We need to divide earning after tax with common equity. In this side, we can see YSPSH BERHAD return on equity in 2021 is higher than their return on equity in 2022. The ratio decreases from 9% to 4%, shows that lower return to shareholder company around 5%.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Chairman Hamid Ahmad Jais, Mathematical H2TA 0261. Today I can talk about activity ratio TMC Life Sciences BERHAD. TMC Life Sciences total asset to now in 2022 is higher the dash 2021 which 0.21 and in 2022 and 0.19 in 2021. It's just around 0.02, so it is more effective in generating sales. The trend of account receivable to turnover of the TMC Life Sciences decreased in 2022 by 5.92 from 7.58 in 2021 in decreases 1.66 in that year.
TMC Life Sciences BERHAD, their return on equity in 2021 is lower than their return on equity in 2022. The ratio getting high from 3% to 5% shows that the higher return to shareholder company around 2%. For the return assets, TMC Life Sciences BERHAD in 2021 is lower than their return on asset in 2022 with 2% in 2021 and 4% in 2022 respectively. It increases 2%, indicating a higher return on the firm's investment.
The next section that is studied is comparative analysis, where we will compare the two companies for the years 2021 and 2022. From here, we can see which companies have advantages and disadvantages in managing their company's finances. We also can see which companies are better in market trends.
Next, let us continue with comparative analysis. I will also talk about liquidity ratio in different company but the same year. The formula of ratio under liquidity ratio is the same as trend analysis. For example, as you can see, the current ratio that's stated here for YSP is 5.03, which is higher ratio compared to TMC with 2.46. The ratio of both companies are having a positive working capital. The current ratio also stated that liquidity ratio measure a company's ability to pay short-term obligation or those due within 1 year.
Next, leverage of debt ratio 2021. Point number one, the debt ratio is an measurement of a company in indebtedness of term in term of total debt referred to total asset. TMC Life Sciences is higher than YSP Sons Asia because the higher ratio reflects the high amount of the linked to business asset. Point number two, based of current income, measure of a company ability to repay its debt obligation. YSP Sonses ASEAN is better than TMC Life Sciences because the high ratio in this test that the firm can meet the non-rise of default.
At comparative analysis for profitability ratio of the two companies, we can see here based on the graph, BERHAD had a higher ratio in 2021, indicating a stronger return to shareholders company. Second, BERHAD return on assets, we can see that BERHAD had a better ratio than TMC Life Sciences BERHAD, that indicating a superior return on BERHAD investment.
Next time interest unit ratio, YSP South Asia is better than TMC Life Sciences because the return ratio indicates that the firm can indicate that the firm can meet the loan risk of default.
The year 2022, with this we obviously see that TMC Life Sciences BERHAD had a higher ratio in 2022, indicating a strong return to shareholders company. For the return on asset, YSP Holders Asia Holding BERHAD, we can see TMC Life Sciences had a better ratio than that YSP BERHAD, that indicating a superior return on YSP BERHAD investment.
In completing this assignment, we were exposed to the annual report that all companies in the world need to prepare to see the difference in their company's improvement with the previous year. We will also be able to understand more deeply about the subject we studied, which is financial management.